Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks. You ready for the weekend? Of course you are, but first you want to know what Daddy thinks of the AFC West this season, and some of the things I tell you may surprise you. So let's get right to the graphic. There you go. And this is a good time to point out the teams in the preseason are like women in a trailer park. The fewer complaints you hear from them, the better their chances of making it through the regular season alive. And that is why, if you're telling me I think the Broncos are going to win the division, I'll give you that, but I don't know if I'm willing to bet money on them winning 11 or more games, because this is a team that's ready to collapse on itself. And it all starts with their aging, unhappy quarterback. And I don't mean Peyton Manning. I mean the slightly older, far less unhappy John Elway, who is tired of watching Peyton Manning go one and done like a turnstile in the postseason, which probably would explain why there were trade rumors. And at this point, you have to realize a trade rumor in the NFL is a trade that didn't happen, and then it becomes a rumor so that they can deny it, like John Elway did, like Chip Kelly did during the NFL draft. Oh, we weren't trying to trade for Mariota. Stop lying to our face. But let's get back to this trade rumor of of Peyton Manning by John Elway. He said it didn't happen. Well, do the logic, people. Do the math. John Elway is a quarterback that has been to 5 Super Bowls. He won the last 2, went out a winner, is 14-7 in the postseason, and now he has to sit and watch a quarterback who notoriously can't win in the postseason. He has a losing postseason record, and like I said, he's been eliminated that quickly 9 times. He's only won 1 Super Bowl. And the one loss he had in the Super Bowl, he did right in front of John Elway, not even touching that ball before they were losing the game. And you don't think Elway is frustrated? Let me tell you something. The only thing that's more likely to snap this season than Peyton Manning's femur is John Elway completely if he starts screwing up. And I'm telling you, I'm not sold on this team. Are they going to win the division? Probably, because the rest of the division is always so weak, which brings me to the team I think finishes second. You're not shocked, they're the Chargers, but here's the thing about San Diego. They've had a relatively quiet postseason, with the exception of the fact of the rumors of them leaving. But here's one big thing that came out. You know what I'm saying? Philip Rivers signed that 4-year contract extension, which is good because he needs the money, because he is expecting his 8th child this offseason, which is fantastic because that makes his wife the only person who's been screwed more in San Diego than the entire Chargers fan base. But let me tell you, this team has always lived and died with their offensive line. They went out, they got Orlando Franklin, they made some other moves, and if you can give him enough time, him being Philip Rivers, you saw it in the Seattle game in Week 3 last year, where he puts their defense on the field only about 15-20 minutes, and the Chargers defense is mediocre to slightly above average at best. If Melvin Ingram could play like he does in the preseason, in the regular season, maybe they'll have something. Then this is a team that can do something. But now you're telling me this is a team, if I put my money down, only needs to have a winning season, only needs to win 9 games? Daddy's shelling out. I love the Chargers and the over. Now, that brings me to the third place team, the Chiefs. Gene, you got to pay attention to the Chiefs. Why do I have to pay attention to the Chiefs when the Chiefs ownership isn't paying attention to the Chiefs? This is a team that the first time in the modern history of the NFL went an entire season without throwing a touchdown pass to a wide receiver. So what do? They get rid of Dwayne Bowe, who they should, he's a cancer, and upgrade slightly with Jeremy Maclin, but that doesn't address the problem. The problem is the quarterback, Alex Smith, captain check downfield. When will society realize it's the idiot pulling the trigger that's the problem? That's what you're looking at with Alex Smith. This team is not going to get better. It's going to live and die with Jamal Charles, and Jamal Charles has been having trouble staying healthy. Which brings me to one last team, the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders who, look, I'm a Charger fan. I should hate the Raiders, but there's something you gotta love about Derek Carr. And if Latavius Murray, the running back, can stay healthy, Mr. Morris, then they will prove why, or show you why, they didn't waste money on DeMarco Murray, because this kid is young and talented, and we've seen how young, talented running backs with no names can take over. Justin Forsett, Brandon Oliver in San Diego. And sure, they got Amari Cooper with the number 1 pick. But here's the kid I like. Well, I don't like him. I think he's a punk. But if Michael Crabtree, in his 7th season, lucky number 7, can grow up enough now that he's come across the bridge and has a fresh start under Jack Del Rio, who doesn't take crap, well, this is a team that can definitely improve on 3 wins. This is a team that won 0 games at home last year. All they have to do is win half of them, and they're pretty much to their goal. So I love the Raiders to the over. I love the Chargers to the over. And maybe San Diego will surprise you and even take this division. Those are Geno's picks for the AFC West. Have yourself a great weekend.